Hey, got Pooley here with this Huey again. I'm going to make another attempt to flip it over. This is another separate day. I was kind of rushed. It was freezing cold. It's freezing cold again today. It's probably about 50 degrees, so, you know, don't want to be out here too long with it, but I'm going to go ahead and get another flight. I did look at that video and I wanted to get a little bit better video without so much, because I was showing the radio during the video and I didn't like that. So now this time I'm going to try to just kind of keep the angle of the camera on my little neck thing up towards the bird and not catch the controls any. I was trying to show you the controls. I was pressing them because I didn't think it was going to work, but now that I see it works, I'm trying to get more of the bird. All right, thanks for watching, and please comment. All right, it blinked for a moment, then I got a green light. I'm gonna go ahead and, that's low, high. We go into high, and let's just go ahead and hit the unlock button and get it up. All right, it's unlocked. Oh, sticks out, star set. It's like the opposite of DJI, which confuses me all the time. All right, it's in the air, but of course I'm not filming it because I'm trying to fly it. All right, you can't see it because it's camouflaged because it's green. All right, let's get that altitude that we want. All right, I'm gonna stop right there, get a little angle. All right, trying to keep this on camera. All right, now that's that max height in that setting. So I'm gonna hit the one that releases it. All right, I went the wrong way, so you push down, and now you can get more altitude. All right, so from there, you're free to do stuff. So I'm gonna hold left with the stick, and I'm gonna push over, nothing. All right, I'm getting a little turbulence because the wind, so I'm gonna get it a little further. All right, push right, hold it, and it flipped over. And it went kind of weird. It gets a little bit wonky when it does that. And you still kind of have a decent amount of control, but it gets wonky, so make sure you're free and clear of obstructions, because I had to give it full stick to get it back where I wanted it. And still kind of getting a little wind. You know, it's upside down, so obviously it's not going to be as easy as it is to fly the right way. And yeah, we're upside down. All right, so I probably shouldn't, but I want to try to flip it over at that altitude. So let's see what happens. All right, didn't hold it down long enough. You got to hold it down for a bit. All right, I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Nope, it's not gonna let me do it at this altitude. Go a little bit higher. Not super high though, just probably about 20 feet high. Hold it down. Nope. That's cool that I'm flying upside down this long. Usually when I do upside down flight with helos, it's so quick that I, you know, I don't even get to really enjoy it. Yep, it's not gonna do it at that height, so I gotta get some more altitude. All right, let's see if I can get it from there. Yep, it did it from there. And then you see what it did? It kind of like went a little wonky, and then it went high to compensate. So that's cool. It didn't do high on the other way. When I inverted it, it didn't go high like it just did there. But, you know, either way, very cool that you can flip this thing over with the ease you can. And let's get some more of that beautiful beam footage of a Huey up close, flying in front of you, making that mechanical kind of sound that I think is kind of reminiscent of a real Huey, you know. Dun, 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 dun. Blowing around leaves and stuff on the ground. That is so cool. Probably got way more than enough of that kind of footage for you guys though already. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because that's all I really wanted to show you. So I got it at a certain height. I'm gonna go ahead and hit, whoa, looking down at the controls, I almost ran into myself. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the landing button, try to get it to stabilize. It's kind of windy. So yeah, you still got to give it some stick movements when you do hit that stick. And that time it shut down and as soon as it got to the ground. It's weird. The last time it was just sitting there spinning. This time it actually shut down. So that's that. Go ahead and hit the lock button, and that's a wrap for the Huey. I'm gonna kind of get this loaded. So that's how you do it. You take this button that's got the picture of the Huey upside down, you hold it down. Can't remember what direction it was at this point because I was doing it in both directions so much that I will probably just add that to the in text right here on the screen to say which side you hold it to, just so I can kind of get a familiarization with it, because it's hard to video while you're thinking about flying as well. All right, Pooley out. Thanks for watching. Hey, Pooley with the last added thing I wanted to say about the Huey. When you hold the switch down, there's a picture on the remote, and I'll pop that up for a second, where it shows the Huey inverted. That's the direction you push it to and hold, obviously. If you have all the things correct, if you have it in the second rate, as far as rates go, you have the right altitude, which means you have to turn the ground sensor indicator off. And that's the two things you need to have. And then once you get above that flight envelope that you need to be in, you push it and hold it to the picture that shows the Huey inverted, and then you give it that right or left stick movement, and it does its thing. Pretty cool. Can't wait to get it out to the field. It's been really cool. Hadn't had a chance to get out there, so when I do, I don't know if I'm gonna do another video. It's just probably enough for this one, but I'll just enjoy it at this point instead of just videoing. Thanks for watching. So I am using my case to keep it in. I love little things like this. I wish I had the fancy one that the expensive one comes in, but anyway, it lives in here. So when you got it, you've taken off, you go to your high rate, then you don't touch any of this stuff. You just got this ground sensor situation. You turn that where you're in manual mode right here, and then you hold this button to the right, and then it's gonna do that double beep. Once it does that double beep, you give it the right stick, but I don't know. Sometimes you got to hold it down a couple of times to get it to work, but I'm getting used to it now, so it's a lot better and more fluent for me. Thanks. All right, I'm gonna unlock the bird. Sticks out. Oh, I actually locked the bird. I'm gonna unlock the bird now. All right. Get some altitude on it. Now, see what I can do. So that is the max height. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. I can't hit this one right here. All right, now I can go higher. All right, get the aircraft a little bit further out where you can see. And a little more distance. So as I kind of pointed out in the first video, it doesn't fight wind very well. So you can see, like, with zero stick movement, it's gonna be coming back really hard towards me. See that? So I gotta kind of keep that in mind. But anyway, I'm gonna take and push this to the right and hold it and push it over. Nothing. I mean, the aircraft goes right, but it doesn't flip over. So I'm gonna push this. Got to go forward a little bit because it's getting too far back. I'm gonna push this button to the left. I'm gonna hold it, and nothing. So I'm in the air. You can see the aircraft. You can see my buttons. Push this right, left. You can see the bird moving right and left, but it's not flipping over. Hold it longer. But at this point, the aircraft's coming towards me like really fast with the wind, so I can't really not have stick movement for very long. All right, hold it, 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 and it's not doing anything. The aircraft does pitch left and right, but it's not flipping over. All right, I don't know what else to try. I've held it in both directions. Let's go a little more altitude just to see if that's it. All right. Nothing. Nothing. Hold it the other way. Nothing. Aircraft coming towards me really quickly. At this point, I got to give full stick. Let's see if we're in, all right, high mode. Stick to the, oh, it did it. It did it. And I got it to do it. You got to be in high rate and you gotta hold it over. So I'm upside down right now. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it better. So that's it, folks. I worked out how to get it to flip upside down. Finally. And it's flying normal stick. I don't have to reverse my, like a real Huey would do. I mean, not Huey, but a real heli would force you to do everything in reverse. I don't have to do that. And I am effectively flying this thing upside down. So that's it. I want to try to flip it over now. I don't know if I could do it this low. Not that I would trust doing it that low. So I'm going to go ahead and get some altitude. And see if I can do it with y'all able to see it a little bit. So I'll hold that stick over again. And it flipped over. Kind of went weird after it did, but it did flip over. So I think you have to be a certain height. That's why I couldn't do it the first couple of tries. You got to be a certain height before it'll allow you to do it at all. But then to flip it back over, you don't have to be a certain height. So that's that. Let's get some beautiful footage of this thing flying, because like I say, the skill looks of it are really the attraction with this thing. Oh, I hit the land button. I didn't want to. So I kind of killed that. And it's really hard to fly right now because the phone is right in my face when I get this low. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and put this into that green mode. And you see if you put it there, it's red. That's when you're able to flip over. Put it green there, it's kind of got that hole. You saw it kind of capture it as soon as I turned it green. So then you got to get this attitude, and then man, you could just get the most cool looks of this thing when you're like that. Look at that. That is so cool. I like seeing this thing. And I like flying around like a real Huey would, you know. Hueys aren't fast aircraft, so it's faster than a Huey really is, to be honest with you. But it's still fun. If you fly it like a Huey does fly, kind of slow, tadpoling around. We used to call them tadpoles, or slugs, snails, and well, not so much snails. We call them slugs and tadpoles. Tadpoles mostly. So anyway, that is your Huey flying upside down, and that's all I really wanted to cover with this video. Not really hard to figure out. It's just, it took me a minute to figure out that I had to get it high enough and hold it, which the first 10 or 15 times when I was on the first couple of flights, I didn't try it much. After I initially tried, I was like, I don't know how to do that. The directions didn't cover it. So now here you go. You hold that button down. If you're looking at this because you have one and you can't figure out how to flip it over, you got to be high enough. You got to be in the level 2 as far as the rates, and you got to hold that button down. And it's probably a little bit more than a couple of seconds. You know, I just held it down infinitely at that point because I was like disgusted trying to make it happen. So I just held it down as long as I needed to until it actually did it. But anyway, I'm enjoying this flight so much. I really like flying this. Like, just to look at this thing flying around is enough for me. So having said that, I'm gonna get it over here and a little closer to us, a little more forward, and I'm gonna get us a nice Huey landing. Whoa, and it kind of, I had to give it a little stick because it was flying away in the wind. That's crazy how it's still spinning so fast. Now it's turning red and green. And I held the stick down eventually because I was kind of trying to see how long it's going to spin there full throttle like that. That's the beauty of like collected pitch. But it's beeping, which might mean that the battery's low. I don't think the battery's low. But anywho, that's it for the Huey video. I'm gonna go ahead and update this, upload this so people can see. You can definitely get it to flip over if you hold that button down. No problems. This is Pooley with my upside down update on this flight of the Huey.